And hello again, everybody. This is Michael Dempsey for HorseBettingWorld.com. It's Friday, June 17th, and we're going to take a look at some of the stakes action for Saturday, June 18th. There's plenty of it. There's 5 graded stakes at Churchill Downs, including the $500,000 Stephen Foster. Also, we're going to take a look at a couple of the graded stake races at Belmont Park, the Hill Prince, and the Ogden Phipps. You can get my full card analysis for both tracks, Churchill Downs and Belmont Park, right here at HorseBettingWorld.com. Also, don't forget to check us out on Twitter, and we're also on Facebook as well. Let's get into the action. We need a good day this weekend. I just picked up my car from the shop, $500 for new brakes. So I have a little added incentive to pick a few winners this weekend. We're going to start off with the Hill Prince. It's the 8th race, post time 4:44 at Belmont Park. I'm going to go with Humble and Hungry, who's 6-1 in the morning line. Last out, tracked the early pace, took over the lead heading for home, and couldn't hold off the winner late in a good runner-up finish in the James Murphy at Pimlico. That was going a mile over ground labeled as good. The barn thought enough of this guy to try him in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf last fall off just a maiden win. So the barn really likes this guy. He broke his maiden over the turf at Belmont Park and catches a field here that's really lacking in much early pace. So I think Humble and Hungry looks like a play, possibly to go gate and wire. I'm going to look for at least 4-1 or better. My second choice in the race is Long Hunter, who was the beaten favorite in his last start. He came with a good 5-wide rally to finish in the runner-up spot, beaten a length by Fastest Magician, who got the jump on him in the stretch. Two back, he won the Alley Alligator. That was his second start since coming to the U.S. That was a really good-looking effort. The runner-up in that race was Derby Kitten, who, if you remember, came back to win the Lexington, a Grade 3 race, in his next start on April 23rd. The extra furlong here, stretching out from 7 furlongs to a mile, should suit. So I'm going to go Humble and Hungry and Long Hunter on top. I'm going to use those two with air support and the long shot Master Dunkers, who's 12-1 in the morning line in the bottom half of the exacta. Race 10 at Belmont Park is the Grade 1 Ogden Phipps Handicap, post time of 5:17. I'm going to go with the favorite here. It's kind of a short field. Awesome Maria was a game winner last out in the Shoe V, a Grade 2 race at Belmont Park, going a mile. Tracked the early pace and got by the number 2 Absent Minded, who really couldn't take full advantage of a speed-friendly racing strip that day. The filly's now landed in the exacta 9 of 11 career starts, and if she runs back to her figs 2 and 3 back, which were even better than the Shoe V, I think she's going to be tough to beat. My second choice in the race is Unrivaled Belle, who was my top pick in last fall's Breeders' Cup Ladies Classic. She was off the beat slow last out. It was a good second behind Blind Luck in the at Churchill Downs. She's run well over the Belmont Park main track. She finished second in the Beldame last year, as well as the Ogden Phipps. So she's a logical player. She's 2-1 in the morning line. The question is whether she's going to see enough pace here. She's making her third start off the bench. So a little chalky in this race. Awesome Maria, my top pick. Unrivaled Belle. If you want to toss on a couple long shots in the exacta, I'm going to use Super Espresso and Peyton d'Oro, who are both 8-1. I like those two a little bit better than Life at 10. I'm not sure what we're going to see out of Life at 10, but she's a play against again today. We're going to head off to Churchill Downs for the Stephen Foster, post time of 6:25 Eastern Time. It's the 12th race on an outstanding 12 race card that features 5 stake races. This is really a good betting race. I'm going to go with number Regal Ransom, who's a number at 6-1 in the morning line. Put in a game effort as my top pick last out in the Alishiba, the Grade 3 race. Was beaten just a nose for the top spot in a 4-way photo. 5-year-old came out on the wrong end of a photo 2 back as well, beaten a neck going 6.5 furlongs in the Sir Shackleton at Gulfstream Park. That was off a 3.5-month layoff. The extra ground here suits. 3 of his 4 victories have come at 9 furlongs. It's not a ton of pace in here either, so he should be able to control things on the front end or sit just off the pace if somebody else is sent. He looks like he's sitting on a good one here in his third start of his current form cycle. 6-1 in the morning line. I'm going to hope to see 7-2 or better. My second choice in the race is Duke of Mischief, who won the 9 furlong, and that's a 3-turn race in the Charlestown Classic last out in the slop. It was a pretty sharp effort. He turned the tables on Tackleberry that day, who beat him 2 and 3 back. The third place finisher in the Chucktown Classic was Tisway, who came back to win the Met Mile, Grade 1 race in his next start on May 30th. The 10th place finisher, Acclamation, came back to win his next 2 starts, the Jim Murray and the Charlie Whittingham, in his next 2 starts on the left coast. The 5-year-old has a couple of bullet works on the morning tab at Calder, and Duke of Mischief is also 6-1 in the morning line. Third choice in the race is Apart, and my fourth choice in the race is Giant Oak, who looks like he may end up being the favorite in the race, but I think Regal Ransom's an intriguing play here at 7-2 or better. That's a look at Saturday's stakes action. Make sure you stop by HorseBettingWorld.com for all your horse racing needs. Also check us out both on Twitter and Facebook, and have a great weekend betting the races.